Hi. Today what I want to do is I want to introduce you to the dashboard. The more I work with people, the more I learn that you folks are not using the dashboard, getting full benefit of it. So we're going to take a look at how it can be a benefit to you. Now the dashboard can be launched when you log into the software, but we don't have it set up that way, so when I opened up the software, it did not launch. The way that I can access the dashboard, and it is set up by permissions, is at the button at the bottom where it says Dashboard. So when I open up the dashboard, we have the ability to see it. Again, you can set up security to prevent other people from accessing this valuable information. You may not want your cash flow open to some folks. So up at the top under the options menu, what we can do is we can add and remove content. For what's existing on the dashboard, if you don't want accounts payable, let's say, you can remove it. You can add other things. We'll go through what can be added, and again, you can remove and configure your dashboard based on your logon any way you like. Because this is open and active and you can leave it open and minimized all day, you may need to refresh this to see current information. This is live data feed, so you want to make sure that you refresh it and it's up to date. To show the dashboard after logon, all you have to do is click on this item, and I'm going to go ahead and open it up again. You'll see that I clicked on it and I placed the check mark there, so the dashboard will launch when I log in. To set the dashboard security, go into Set Dashboard Security and select the user groups that you want access to the dashboard. And then make sure that you save your changes. I'm going to cancel out of this without selecting anyone. If no one is selected, that means it's an open door. Everyone can access the dashboard. So let's look at what's already on the dashboard. We've got cash accounts that we can actually edit. You can have any 5 cash accounts that you select. So as I click on Edit, you can see that we can select any combination up to 5 cash accounts. Moving on down on the left-hand side, we've got the cash position. Notice as we go across the top, we can copy these. This will copy to a clipboard, and you can paste it in Excel or paste it wherever you'd like. If you want help on that item, you can just click the question mark, or you can remove it from the dashboard. Again, clearing that space and adding something else, or leaving it blank and reconfiguring it. As I hover over the items, you'll see that we've got drill down with the magnifying glass. So you can drill down on any of the items where the magnifying glass appears. We've got outstanding change orders, and I'm going to scroll down. Again, you can drill down. This is going to take you to a change order list, and you can continue to drill down to get to the actual change order. I'll close this report. The next item we're looking at is my alerts, and I'll cover this in a later session. Alerts can be very, very useful. Notice that I have 33 unread alerts. Alerts can be set up, and they're run by queries, scheduled to run when you schedule them, and you can have the alerts emailed. You can have them put on the dashboard, one, other, or both. So I'm just going to go ahead and double-click and look at my alerts. I've got service invoices that are 30 days plus past due, and this was run on the 17th. And this will give you a list of all of these alerts. Credit card receipts that are posted with a transaction date that doesn't match the posting period. Wouldn't that be nice to know that instead of waiting until the end of the year to do some cleanup or the end of the month when you go to close books? We've got payable credit card posted to a transaction date that doesn't match the posting period. Again, you know, what are we doing here? And we can find out what those are. We've got the ledger transaction number, and we can go in and make corrections. I've got a payroll record with a transaction date posted in the next fiscal year. That's not a good thing. Isn't that good to know when it happens? We've got payroll records saved with job costs that don't have any budget amount. Do we need to know about that? It might be important to some people and not so much to others. So you can create the queries to run on the alerts, and again, schedule the alerts to run and send them to the dashboard and or to your email. We also have expiring vendor discounts. Again, you can drill down and you can take a look at those. And I'm going to move up to the top right. We can look at accounts payable aging and receivable, as well as service receivable aging. We've got income from operations all drill down. We've got income and expenses. And if I'm hovering over my March, I can double click, and this is giving me my income statement for March. So we've got drill down, and we can drill down right to the account. So for all of you folks that are looking at your P&L closely. And underbilled jobs. We've got an edit here on the underbilled jobs. What we can do is we can either rank these by the dollar amount or the percentage of the contract. And that's a choice that you make. And that can be changed. We have job hours over budget. Wouldn't that be nice to just look at very quickly? You can list all the contract, current, and complete jobs, or you can list the jobs for the job supervisor, for those of you that are using the supervisor security. Okay? So anything that is on your dashboard can be removed. If you don't want it, I'm going to go back in my job hours for over budget. I'm going to remove it. Just go to the X and remove it, and it's gone. What I can also do is I can cancel the layout changes. If I've made any changes and I want to cancel them and go back to where I was, I can do that. You can go to add and remove content to add additional items to your dashboard. You can also get there from options, add and remove content. So I'm going to go ahead and look at what can be added. We've got 5 tabs to move across. We've got the general ledger, payables, receivables, projects, and alerts. Alerts are already added, so we're not going to go into that tab. But on general ledger, what we can do is we can remove existing, or if it is not on the general ledger or on the dashboard, we can add it. We can look at the previous year income comparison, and you can do previews on what it would look like once it gets on the dashboard. So we can add that to the dashboard. So all of the previous year expense comparison, budget versus actual income and expense. We can look at department income and expense, and we can look at the department budget versus actual income, expense, and then budgeted expenses. Again, this is all general ledger. Now we're going to move over to the payables tab. We've got fewer items. We already have the aging on the dashboard, but you can put your top vendors or your the expiring vendor discounts. You want to see what's coming up. You want to make sure that those get paid. You can also put that on an alert. You can put your credit card accounts on the dashboard. Moving over to receivables, we've got job receivables aging. Right now we've got the receivables aging, but you can include the job receivables aging. What about your top customers by billing or your top service customers? The top customers by dollars owed or the top customers by contract? All of these are options. And then finally, we've got the projects tab. So right now we've got the first two already on the dispatch or on the dashboard, but we can add graphs for job costs or job costs by cost type. We can put the job contract budget and cost to date. And again, you can do previews to see what the information is going to look like. How valuable is it? This is a quick view. You're looking at all of this information on one screen with the capability to drill down. What about your job cash flow to date? Again, easy access. You can put job uncommitted budget. For those of you that are scheduling today's job tasks or tomorrow's job tasks, or both. Payable retention by job or receivable retention, and then the job hours over budget. So all of this information can be added, I'm going to exit out of this, to your dashboard. And it's customized for your needs based on your user logon. So each person that has access to the dashboard can have a different configuration. If you want to learn more about the dashboard, give us a call. And coming up in the next month, we'll take a deeper look at alerts. And I hope you all start using this. It is very powerful, very useful information. Thank you for your time.